going on? It's me, Yassine, and this right here is the Google Pixel 3, and I've been using it for the last 2 months as my daily driver, and I just wanted to talk about how it held up in terms of durability. Now, I'm not gonna scratch it or bend it. I just want to tell you guys about the regular wear and tear that it goes through as a regular person that's using this phone. Normally, I don't put cases on my phones, and that's because I like the design aspects of phones, and I like the way they feel, and I really want to feel the phone for the way it was designed and the way it was intended by the manufacturer. So I don't like to put cases on my phone, and I just like to rock them as they are. Now, I do put glass screen protectors on almost all my phones, but for some reason this year I completely forgot to do that with this phone, and so I want to share with you guys how the screen has held up over the last 2 months. So the first thing, I did drop this phone twice, and I normally don't drop my phones, but almost all the time whenever I do happen to have a drop, it's always from the same thing, and that's for me using it in the car, especially as a passenger, because when I'm done using it I just put it back on my lap, and then whenever we get to wherever we're getting to, I just open the door, get out, and the phone falls out. So both dents that I have on this phone are from the same side because that happened twice. So the first dent is on the bottom corner, and as you can see, it's not that bad of a dent. Now, there is some scratches and there is some discoloring, and you can see the paint chipping and peeling off, and if you rub your hand over it, you will definitely notice that there's a scratch. But what's awesome is that the scratch didn't radiate to other parts of the side bezels or the front glass or the back glass, and I think that is really good, and that's probably because the glass doesn't curve all the way into the side bezels. And then similarly, it's the same story with the top scratch. In here you'll see 2 scratches or dents, and that's because the phone actually hit the ground first, bounced, and then hit it again. And just talking about that, it's really painful, but it's 2 minor dings and scratches, and you know, they are big scratches and you can feel it by running your hands on it. Other than that, there isn't really much to it, and I really think that those 2 major falls show that this phone's really good when it comes to corner ding and quarter damage. Now, if we turn to the back of the phone, there's the glass top portion and the glass bottom portion. So the glass top portion looks flawless, and it has held up pretty good. The camera has held up pretty good in the flash, but if you look at the bottom, you'll see these 2 little scuff marks on the corners. And I don't know whether these scuff marks came from the actual fall of the phone or they're just wear and tear from the phone being in my pocket. Normally I put the phone in my pocket face down, and the back of it is facing outwards. Now that could be the corner part of the pocket of any jeans or pants that are rubbing against it, so maybe I'll try to put it in the other way around and see if anything happens to the back of it. But that is really the only issues and the only scratches that you see on the back, and this could really be just from the frosting of the bottom of the glass, so maybe that's the issue. I have seen videos where people have washed this in with toothbrush and soap, and that got rid of some of the scuffs from the black one, so I'm definitely going to try that, and I'll let you guys know in another video down the road. But that's the only issues that I've had in the back. Now, when you flip over to the front, this glass and this display is really nice, and it's actually better than the Pixel 2 from last year because there's no color shift, and it's a really gorgeous display. However, I have noticed 2 scratches on the top. I don't know where these scratches came from. I don't normally carry coins or keys in my pocket. I usually put the phone in my pocket by itself, and then I have my wallet in my other pocket. So I don't know where this came from, and if you look real close, they are very particular scratches. They're not that deep, and when you run your finger over it, you can't really feel it, but it's something that you see in certain angles of the light. Now, when you are using the phone directly on with the display on or off, then you don't really notice that scratch at all, just when you tilt it in an angle, and honestly, that bothers me a lot, but I can live with it, and it's really my fault. I should have definitely put a glass screen protector on it. Final thing that I want to tell you guys about is my speaker, the top speaker, the earpiece. It's got a dent, a weird dent in the corner of it, and I don't know where that came from, because I feel like for the phone to get that dent, it had to be something specific that went into that phone in a specific angle, and I honestly don't remember or can't think of anything that may have been in my pocket. Like I said, I always keep my phone in one pocket with nothing else in it, and then I put everything else in the other pocket just because I don't want it to get scratched. So besides that, I think the Pixel 3 has held up very well. I could have, like I said at the beginning of this video, definitely put a glass screen protector on it, and that would have saved me those 2 scratches on the top of my display. But besides that, I think the back has held up pretty well. The frosting may be causing a little bit of scratches to show on the back glass, but that's the design element that Google decided to go for, and it does feel really good in the hands, and it keeps the fingerprints off. So another solution to that is to just put a skin on it, which I ordered, a D-brand skin, and it's on its way. So I'll be posting pictures of that skin on my Instagram, so definitely make sure you follow me there. But other than that, that's the Pixel 3 and the way it's held up over the last 2 months. Let me know if you guys have any issues with any phone that you have or a Pixel, especially with that little ding or that little dent in the top of the speaker. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If it's your first time here, definitely consider subscribing to my channel. And if you haven't seen the video of the Pixel 3 and the top 3 features that I think make it a great phone overall, then definitely click on the card up here, or it'll be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, stay plugged.